Good morning, everybody, and a beautiful day to everybody, wherever you are, in whatever country, whatever climate, whatever world. Good morning to you. I love how in German they go schönen Tag, which literally means beautiful, beautiful day, or pretty day. I like that. Anyway, um, we're living in interesting times, as we know. The news is filled with many things, some hopeful, some despairing. And one of them is on changes in employment. Um, Even my university is worried about what that means. An email just went out across the wire this morning that enrollments are evidently dropping quickly for summer school. Um, in a way, I'm not surprised as all classes have been moved online, and students are probably not exactly thrilled with all of that, but that will have impact on the number of people who are actually hired or employed to teach in summer school. Now, each of those people who are employed have families of one sort or another who are dependent on them, and their money goes to support other people. So if they cancel classes, that'll have a chilling effect on employment and on many other businesses who depend on faculty salaries. So we're all interconnected. And yet, when employment comes, or even unemployment, it hits our personality, our own selves. Here's a poem I wrote some years ago during another time of economic downturn, where I was thinking about how people respond to employment and to unemployment. The poem is simply entitled Jack. Jack did not like to leave his home. He would go to work, to be sure, but his door opened on chaos. Jack would never leave unless he had to, because inside he had security. Everything there was predictable. He knew the picture would stay on the wall, the rug would not lift from the corners and wrap itself around his feet so he'd fall. Nothing would be dirty, unless he forgot to wash a dish immediately on use, or somehow didn't get all the outside off his shoes when he entered the door. To avoid that, he would stamp and slide them across the mat, like a bull with a matador. Jack loved to sit for hours on his couch, watching chaos on a flat-bounded screen, taking pleasure in his control of space. Sometimes Jack would dream of love, and his pulse would suddenly increase. But love brought chaos, so he'd recoil. From people only a dream could please, since he could change channels in his mind and control how the dream would make him feel. He always drove the same way to work and the same way home. Why should he change? If only the other cars would behave. They would stay in their lane, or they should stay in their lane, and keep away from Jack and his car. His nerves could not take sudden change when he'd slam on a brake, then pull to the side of the road while his heart beat like the drums of war until he could get it to slow. Then he'd start again, pull into his place, go up the elevator to his cubicle, take off his sweater, and begin his work. He never had more than a grunt to say to his co-workers. He kept to himself and hoped they would just stay away. Today when he arrived, a note awaited. His position had been downsized to make the firm more competitive against the chaos of a global market. So Jack put on his sweater and left. He wiped his feet 100 times at his door, but his house was wrong. It was all changed. He should not be home. He should be at work. Jack slumped on his couch as his heart beat, a tattoo of protest and stress. What could he do? How could he go on? Chaos now claimed his life. Thank you all. Have a good one. I hope it is a schöner Tag. Whether you have employment or you're one of the unemployed, in any case, we're all staying at home, or at least many of us are staying at home, and so we have that certain kind of unexpectedness already in our lives. Take care. See you tomorrow.